Hi, I am Kiran. Today, I will present a machine learning solution for personal finance management. Before we go into the problem statement, I want to quote something for the future. In the future, AI won't replace financial advisors. Financial advisors who use AI will replace those who don't. Let's take it as a thought for the day. Now, what is the problem here and why does this matter? Number one, let's look at the problem statement itself. Do we have really a problem over here? Yes, we do. Studies studies show 65% of Americans don't track their spending effectively, leading to poor financial decisions and missed saving opportunities. Now, can machine learning help solve it? Absolutely. Machine learning can automatically categorize transactions, identify spending patterns, predict future expenses, detect unusual activities. Finally, do people really care? Definitely. Personal finance impacts everyone, with 78% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, creating strong demand for better financial management tools. That said, let's look at the business need. What is the business requirement here? And who are the target users? The target users are working adults managing multiple financial accounts. And what are the current solutions? Simple manual tracking or basic budgeting apps. So the pain point is clear, as you must have already guessed: time consuming, error prone, and lack of personalization. If we are to build a solution here using machine learning, what are going to be the success metrics? Let's break it down into outcome and the output metrics. Outcome metrics will be increase in user savings, reduction in overdraft fees, improve, improved budget adherence, user retention rate, and let's look at the output metrics. Transaction categorization accuracy is a very important one. Next would be prediction accuracy for monthly expenses and user engagement rates. Having said that, let's also look at what are the data points that we will need to consider for building this model. Transaction data, user demographics, spending patterns, account balances, bill payment history, all of these matters. We will need to use multiple platforms to collect these data points and through a very long period, historical period. And we should also have real-time situation. We will be discussing all these in the upcoming uh, slides. Yeah. From a validation standpoint, our validation approach will include four phases. The first phase will be a mock-up testing. In this, we will create an interactive prototype and gather user feedbacks on the interface and features. The second phase would be a minimum viable product development, which includes basic transaction categorization and limited user testing. The third phase would be a beta testing of a full feature model with select users. We will be leveraging this phase to gather performance metrics. The final phase would be a gradual rollout, which includes also an A/B testing of the features along with continuous feedback collection. Further, how do we think the technical architecture should be? Number one is a number one decision in our system design is whether we should take a cloud or edge based solution. And as you must have already guessed in this scenario, we will need a cloud-based solution. It it requires a comprehensive data analysis with like consistent access to historical data, and will also need to synchronize with multiple devices across. Further, what learning approach should we take? Online versus offline? We will not be able to stick to a single solution here. It has to be a hybrid approach, considering that we will need to build a high volume training through an offline model, which will be our base model, and then further personalize it to our customers through online learning. So it has to be a hybrid approach. Similarly, for the prediction process as well, the prediction also has to be with both models, both batch and online. Batch is for insights and reports, and further online prediction is to be done real time for transaction categorizing. This is based on the volume and the cost. Now, having discussed the concepts of the solution, we should look at what are the challenges and considerations. As we are clear on any kind of machine learning models, as we also know from our previous experiences, data drift is usually usual when it comes to real-time data based solutions, and data drift is expected considering the change ever-changing spending patterns with new transaction types. Further, the concept also can drift considering the evolving user preferences and changing financial products. At the end, we will need to consider and assess the risks involved because of other aspects like data privacy, integration with the banking systems, and how do we manage the real-time process requirements. Thank you for being with me through this discussion. In order to conclude, let me phrase our points. Our ML-based personal finance management solution addresses a critical need in the market. Through intelligent automation and personalization, we can help users better manage their finances. Our phased approach ensures thorough validation while our system design balances performance with scalability. Thank you for your attention, folks. I'm looking forward to meet with you folks in the next get together. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.